The intro to this channel says it's all about gold, silver, and numismatics. Now, I haven't done a lot of video on numismatics, so let's go over what numismatics are, why I personally invest in them, and why it's not a bad idea if you pick up one or two yourself. So let's get into the video. What's going on, guys? I'm Stateside. Welcome to my channel, and don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to like and subscribe. But if you have an unhealthy addiction to gold, silver, and numismatics as much as I do, then I promise you're in the right place. And as viewers, you don't get the recognition that you deserve, so I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. Helps me out tremendously. With all that being said, let's roll it. Boy, do I love numismatics. I had to pull just a few out from my collection just to show you guys, give you a better idea when we're talking. When I do videos, I always like to have a physical representation of what I am going to do the video on. So numismatics as a whole is a very broad term. It could be referring to a coin based on its age, how rare it is, its historical significance. It could be a discontinued coin, mint errors, but the most common definition of one of the numismatic coins is a collectible value that is much higher than the metal they are made from. So let me explain. And here is the perfect example. This is an 1800 draped bust large cent right here. So you can see she's facing to the right. It's kind of worn down. And then on the back, you have United States of America, 1 cent. And on the bottom right here, it has 1 over 100. Yes, this is from 1800. Get a little bit better picture right there with the glare. Now, its copper value is close to nothing, but its numismatic value is about roughly $200. So there are, for this date, 2,822,175 of these coins minted right here. This is the only coin of its variety in this grade. So this grade right here by PCGS G04, which is a very low grade, this is the only coin. And there are only 13 coins out there graded by PCGS that are in better condition than this coin. Now, like I said, it's only for this variety, the S212. So you see what happened is very little copper. That's worth nothing right there, but its numismatic value is worth tremendously more. So with all that being said and graded by PCGS, which is one of the top grading companies in the world for coins, there's two great coin companies out there. It's PCGS, which is all what you have in front of you right there, and then their other great grading company is NGC. So it puts this numismatic value light years ahead of its weight to copper value. And this goes for silver and gold coins alike. Old constitutional coins are my favorite to collect, and I invest in them. They are most common out there for collectors like myself. These coins are only 90% silver, and they're going to be your most common denominations you'd find out there like today, like your dollars, your half dollars right here, quarters, and then we got some dimes over here, and then your dimes right there. There's a Mercury dime. But there's also odd denominations that the US used to make. There was like a 2 cent penny, a 20-cent piece. Here is a 3 cent piece right here. Got the star and the shield in the back. So this is what our coins in the US used to look like. Now, all which exceed their value in silver based on different factors. So, this Morgan dollar isn't just a Morgan dollar. I mean, to someone who doesn't know the difference it is, but Morgan dollars can go for $45 if they're in good condition and it's a common year. But the one thing that can change is that having a Carson City mint mark like this, see the CC up there, Carson City is a very sought after mint. And then if you look on the back right there, right above the D and the O, the bottom of the coin, you'll see the CC. Makes this coin worth hundreds of dollars right there. So same goes for like this trade dollar right here. That's another Carson City, which is very rare. And this coin is worth more than an ounce of gold. So this silver coin right here is worth more than this pre-33 or even this maple right there, just because of its numismatic value, its age, its chop mark, its mint mark on there. So you get the rough idea. And earlier you heard me use the words investment, which is, if you use the word investment in the precious metals community, it's kind of a looked down upon word to use. But that's exactly what numismatics are. They're investments. So now, not all numismatics out there are investments, but definitely if you're into old constitutional silver like I am, or pre-33 gold, don't be mistaken. These are investments right here. It's kind of like purchasing a Rolex or a piece of property or a piece of well-known art by a famous artist. They hold their value and will most likely go up in value over time. Now, some people will sell after X amount of years to make money, which is totally fine. That's exactly what an investment is. But all of this right here is going to be passed down. And there is stupid, crazy money in numismatics. Like there's an 1893 S Morgan dollar. So this is the Morgan dollar right here. But it's an 1893 S that sold in auction for $2 million. There's another one that's an 1804 dollar that sold for $7.6 million in 2021. The 1894 S Barber dime, yes, a dime that sold for $2 million in 2016. Now, not that my coins will ever cost that much, but you can see what a true rare numismatic coin is worth. And there are coins that go much, much higher than the prices I just listed, but I definitely expect these coins to go up in price over time, especially, the 1921 high relief peace dollar right here. Fun fact about this, everyone thinks that the 1921 is the only high relief peace dollar. Actually, 35,000 peace dollars that were in high relief snuck out of the mint in 1922. So if you find one of those, start planning your retirement, and congratulations. But I also like the quarters right here, this type 1 standing liberty. I think that's a beautiful design. The draped bust. Oh, I'm sorry, not the draped bust. The Barber dime. Right there. Seated Liberty quarter. Did I just call that a dime? I meant quarter. Seated Liberty quarter. Have all these coins sitting in front of me. I'm trying to remember what's what. But I personally lately have been buying pre-33 gold more often because the premiums have gone down since last year. Some years they are through the roof, and others they are decent, like this year. So if you wanted the most out of your dollar and you want a numismatic, pre-33 is the way to go. And if you need some justification of saying, I can't believe I just spent that much money, at least you're getting an ounce of gold instead of buying like this trade dollar right here and spending more money on a silver dollar than you would on an ounce of gold. Yes, I know this is not exactly 1 ounce of gold. I'm just referring to it as that. So I love numismatics though. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm sure most of you guys have, like when you're going out shopping or just to certain like stores, a lot of places will say they're not taking cash. They don't have change. So coins and cash are going obsolete and will soon be forgotten. Maybe not in my lifetime, but definitely down the road here soon. And that it's fine. It's just a change with the times. I mean, I have my real money right here, so I really don't care what happens about that. So for me to have coins dating back this far back in US history is like having my own little museum, I guess you could say. I have coins dating even further back from the US in the 1800s, but I don't want to show those off yet because they're some of my extremely special ones. They date back to 1795. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. So I think everyone should own 1 or 2. There are many affordable options. And I think it's important to hold something physical to remember where your country comes from. Almost every country has a numismatic coin. I honestly can't think of a country that wouldn't. So it'd most likely be in copper, but you should still have one. So it just blows my mind that I'm holding something 224 years old, trying to think of the hands that this has been passed through, what it's been used to purchase. Can you guys imagine going back in time, finding the guy that was holding this and being like, hey, that 1 cent right there is going to be worth almost $200 in the future? They would laugh in your face. Just laugh. They actually probably think you're a witch and then burn you. But they would laugh in your face. They would not believe you. And they're just going to go up in price over time. So that's why I love numismatics. I hope this gives you a kind of stepping stone in the right direction if you were looking at numismatics. So the definition, like I said in the very beginning of the video, is a very broad spectrum of what a numismatic can be classified. If you go too far back, they're usually called ancient coins. So do a lot of research. You guys got any questions, shoot your comment in there and I'll get back to you. Hope you guys got something from this video, and I will see you in the next.